So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them. Oh, divine, so much pain. There were 6 of us. The Falinesti faithful. Wood orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Tamriel, Nielis, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielis. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them, but these orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the orcs. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the Falinesti. We protect the sites in the Great Tree's absence, and ensure the sites are ready for its return. Falinesti, the walking city. It is a great elder tree on a scale you cannot imagine. It moves from site to site, taking the faithful with it. No one knows. Falinesti has vanished. Some speculate the faithful failed in our duties, and the tree abandoned us. But not I. Not I. The tree is coming back. One day it must come back.
Are you? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you.
Lenoris and Tamriel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Please, don't let them hurt me. Not again. Not like... Please.
Accumulate wealth and smile all the while.
I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Tamriel, my bold, brave, beloved Tamriel, my wife. The Wood Orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Ariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, Master of the Hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. Yes, the story is the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the Master of the Hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The wood orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer. As any hunter would, look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. Stop! Don't hurt her! Ariel, it's me! Oh, my beloved. What has happened to you? She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please, leave us. I left my pack at the mouth of the cave. Inside is all the gold I have. All yours. I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to color the truth. Pariel did this, sacrificed herself to save me. How can Ifre ask me to kill her? I love her. I can't slaughter her like a common wolf. This is the only way we can be together. I will pray to Hircine and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now please, leave us. This is between Hircine and myself. Don't use my wife's sacrifice to lecture me. Someday you will love someone half as much as I love Tamriel. Then you'll understand why I can't kill her. Thanks for understanding. After I change, Tamriel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood. But you should go. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself during the transformation.
What is that terrible smell? It's making me hungry.
You there! You're not one of these savages! Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These woodorks violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful, my brothers, my sisters, and they tortured us. The woodorks will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These woodorks may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the woodork fort. The orcs must pay.
Did you hear something?
You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These wood orcs celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashgor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlag, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solve, you act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Good. The son, Rug, waits for his father atop a watchtower. Grashla tends hearth in the large building in the center of the orc fortress. Find them, kill them. Bring both their heads back to me. Huntwife Thushlag led the party that captured us. Soon, she will have my blade in her back. As for Dashgor, I have something special planned for him. He thinks he knows how to make captives scream. I will teach him a few new tricks. He left on another hunt. When he returns, I plan to show him the heads we have gathered. Orcs aren't known for self-reflection, but I think you'll get the picture.
I can't remember her name. Try not to be superstitious. That brings you back. Get out! Get out of my house!
Another little skeever. Got you like the others.
Still alive. Good. I have mine as well. We must send a clear message. Gorzesh will return from his hunt soon. I have left him a note of sorts, telling him where he can find his missing kin. It should lure him out of the fort. There is a stone circle sacred to the faithful not far from here. Go there, mount their heads, and touch the center stone. This blood sacrifice will complete an ancient ritual to Ifre. Gorzesh will watch us commit his family to the ooze. Blood for blood. The Woodorks have learned what it means to cross the fallen Esti faithful. The Butchers got what they had coming to them. Word will spread, and the Woodorks will think twice about settling the fallen Esti sites and slaughtering the faithful. Thank you for your help. At last it is over. At last, I can grieve. When Bosma transgress against the Green Pack, their souls are confined to the ooze. There they remain for eternity, thinking upon their sins. Gorzesh and his kin were among the first orcs to join those damned souls. I will retrieve what bodies I can from the orc camp, then lead Eganor and Nielas back to Woodhalf. If the orcs aren't gone by the time we return with more faithful, so much the worse for them.
Hold! In the name of the Dominion! The road is perilous. Ebonheart-packed warriors have been harrying travelers, cutting down our soldiers. We ambushed the ambushers and put them to flight, but one of our own was among them. A traitor by the name of Aldolan. I mean to find him. Do just that. The Dominion can't afford mercy for traitors. Justice must be served, and swiftly. He cannot be far from here. There's a reward out for his head. Find him before I do, and there'll be coin in it for you. You look as though you have seen battle, friend. Tell me, did you find Aldolan? You've done the Dominion a great service. No doubt he was feeding the Pact information about our troop movements. That's lives saved. We'll clear out any Pact dumb enough to remain in the area. Thank you.
A bit tight in the shoulders, maybe. Welcome to Ndarwe's Museum of Wonder and Antiquities. Normally I'd tell you to avoid touching anything, lest you defile my sanctum, but the necromancers that came in before you have already ruined everything. They are dreadful people. From the worm cult, I believe. They destroyed numerous priceless artifacts, ruined decor, killed my employees, then turned my employees into their employees by raising them as undead. I suspect they want to raise the centerpiece of my collection, the Ayleid warlord Karen. People come here just to see him. Karen worshipped Daedra and was generally an unpleasant fellow. Excellent as a museum attraction, terrifying as an undead. You have my thanks, stranger, truly. It's paramount that the Ayleid warlord is not raised. I need you to check his body and, if he has returned, deal with him. Of course, apologies. I'm a bit distracted at the moment. My name is Ndarwe. I'm a student of history, an avid collector, and the leader of the Merethic Society. We're a loose group of adventurers who specialize in acquiring antiquities. We'll go anywhere, do almost anything to collect history. Some governments are not so keen on the work we do, so we tend to operate as inconspicuously as possible. This is one of the necromancers. He made 2 mistakes. He had roughly the same height and build as myself, and he turned his back to me. If I can get the blood out, his clothes will make a fantastic disguise.
I cannot complain. That's nothing to stop me.
you a minion of the worm cult? I beg you to stop this. You fools are destroying history with every artifact you desecrate. Thank the moons. We hid our most valuable items before the worm cult arrived. But there's no one to retrieve them. Won't be long before they burn this temple down around us. Please, if you can find the artifacts, take them to Orthuna, our handler. Good. This map marks where we've hidden them. Recover the relics and get them to Orthuna, who will know what to do with them. She should be at the entrance to this ruin. No matter how many of us perish when this day is over, our work must continue.
Freedom at last. Where in oblivion am I? Need to find some higher ground. This can't be right. Who are you? You weren't on the excavation team. I am not trying to look like an alien warlord. Wait. Arnanwen, a digger. Indarwe hired me to excavate Rulanyil's fall, and I was digging out some rooms. There was a cave-in. I'm dead, aren't I? I was afraid of that. There was a cave-in, and the next thing I know, I'm on a slab with a necromancer chanting over me. She didn't seem to notice, so I laid still and hoped she'd go away. She stayed for quite a long time. I don't understand. We were looking for an alien warlord to put in Indarwe's historical collection, but we never found one. Please, take me to Indarwe. I hate them all. The aliens, necromancers, the Merethic Society, Indarwe, my father, to oblivion with all of them. come from? That was violent.
Nonwyn! What in oblivion? You look good. And Darway will be thrilled to see you. What's that in your hands there? Seems you've been busy. Let's see what you have here. Ah, very good. I'm glad these survived. You and Dulini have done Tamriel a great service by returning these to us. We'll rebuild the collection. You've done the Society, and by association, all of Tamriel, a great favor. Yes? Aidan Durrani was an Altmer folk hero. According to history, he led the Durrani clan of High Rock against the Alessian Order of Cyrodiil. He appears in myths as the last king of a heroic line, a champion in the fight of Mur against men. Mansell Sesnet ruled Yokuda centuries before the Redguard came to Tamriel. His governance was brief but eventful, laying much of the structural groundwork later Redguard rulers would utilize. The Lost Fleet, or the All Flags Fleet, was an armada sent by the Colovian Emperor Bendu Olo to eliminate the invading Slode. The Slode were defeated, but much of the fleet vanished without a trace. Save this compass. We're collectors of lost relics. Some items we trade for on the black market, others we procure directly from ruins. We take our name from the Merethic Era, the legendary age between the creation of Nirn and the start of the First Era. Every piece the Merethic Society admits into our compilation must have aesthetic or historic significance, and elevate the prestige of the collection as a whole. We leave the archaeologists and the Mages Guild to fawn over potsherds and jewelry. Orgus was a High King of Skyrim during the First Era. He died during the Wild Hunt of 369 in Valenwood and carried the horn at the moment of his death. Though the horn is in pristine condition, the Wild Hunt left no trace of Borgus's body.
By the Empyrean light, the worm cult brought his spirit back, didn't they? And you led him here. Of course you found Nonwyn. What did you think you would find? An alien warlord's body, intact? I looked for years and never found one. But my museum collection needed a centerpiece, and Nonwyn was crushed in a cave-in, so I dressed him up. I realized that if the worm cult managed to raise Nonwyn, my secret would be known. Which is why I sent you to stop them, for what good that did me. I hope I can trust you to keep your mouth shut.
Did I hear that correctly? You passed me off as an alien warlord?
Don't worry, I paid your family for the body.
You paid my... How long were you going to let people think I was a famous dead person?
You aren't getting any less dead, so somewhere around forever, I think. Look at it this way. Now you're dead and famous.
You mean you're going to keep doing this? Every day?
Oh, yes. I'll have to hire a security staff, I think. We don't want any more surprise necromancers. Now go back to your body. I'll figure out what to do with you later.
This is worse than oblivion.
What is it? I've got some guards to hire now that the worm cult is out of the way. Business can be good again. It's my disguise. Just a way to blend into their ranks before I make my escape.